Rent a Girlfriend is bad.
Boo! You suck!
Now, I know, this may be shocking to those who have been with my channel for a while, as I've made a video in the past about why this series is great. However, as time changes, so does my opinion, and I thought that today, I'd poke at the flaws hidden in this series. And before we get into the video, spoilers for the series because I may be going over some of the plot details. Now, before I go over why this series is fairly poor, I believe I should go over what I actually enjoy about the series, and why it keeps me coming back to read it every single week. Think of these things like diamonds in the rough. Ruka, for example, is the shiniest diamond in this series. She is by far the most fun and enjoyable character, and serves as a curveball in the main story. She always captivates my attention when she's on the page, and I can't help but enjoy her presence in this series. In fact, Ruka's so great, you might be expecting a video on her sooner than later. Another great thing in this series is Sumi. Sumi is cute, enjoyable, and even got her own spin-off manga. However, Sumi's involvement in the story is something else. And the final thing that's really great about this series is the art. The art is great, and I can't say it's not, and that's a highlight of this series. But moving away from the good things about Rent a Girlfriend, let's go into the bad. Going on to the first, and debatably most important thing about this series that I find to be very poor, is the main character, Kazuya. Kazuya flat out sucks. The author seems to try to make him likable, make him cool, make him a good person by helping out Chizuru, but you can't make Kazuya likable. Kazuya is simply a very poor character. He's annoying, not necessarily funny, not witty, not anything. It isn't fun seeing him moan at the touch of every girl he meets, or blow his life savings on Chizuru, or see how pathetic he is. It's just not fun, and in all honesty, insufferable. Kazuya is a horrible main character to center this series around, and his existence alone makes me want to drop this series at times. But I do not, because at times, he can be funny. Although, he does not create these funny situations on his own, and normally needs help from other characters like Ruka. Another thing that is rather poor about the series is the pacing. Now, this is also an issue in the series Nisekoi, but so many of these chapters just feel like pointless filler. Unlike a series like the Quintessential Quintuplets, a series I love immensely, and a series that uses every chapter to develop its characters, Rent a Girlfriend does not do this. So many chapters are pointless. Like, what's the point of Ruka putting her panties on Kazuya's balcony? Or Kazuya and Chizuru going rock climbing? There's none. And this series is chock full of instances such as this. You can say this is to have humor in the series or have light breaks, but a series like Quintessential Quintuplets does this, and that doesn't have filler, because that's actually a well-written series. And when your series is full of filler, it's kind of off-putting. And the final major thing that's awful about this series is Kazuya and Chizuru. These two characters might possibly be the most boring couple I've ever read in manga. Whenever the story tries to develop them, and I mean try, because oftentimes the author just steps over the character development to keep the series going. It's the most boring part of the series, and the premise for them dating is pretty boring and pretty poorly written. I can't say don't have a boyfriend because grandma's sick! Yeah, that's cool and all, but take a look at Nisekoi. They had this exact same arc with Ruri and her grandfather, and it was 3 chapters long and written expertly. Rent a Girlfriend, on the other hand, just drags this concept out for 150 plus chapters, trying to push Kazuya and Chizuru together, and it's irritating. And when the whole concept consists of, oh I hate him, but grandma, oh I love now, it's extremely irritating. Compound this with the fact that every character is literally built around getting them together, from Kaib, to Sumi, to Yamori, to Ruka, every character being designed around getting them together, it's awful. Sumi legitimately takes Kazuya on a whole arc just to tell him to go cheer up Chizuru. It's maddening. She's supposed to be one of the main love interests. Why is she just a supporting role for the main girl? It's terrible. Let me calm down. Kazuya-Chizuru relationship in Rent a Girlfriend is easily one of my least favorite things about this manga. And it's a shame because it takes up near 70% of the runtime. And you know what? Maybe I could forget this. Maybe this wouldn't be an issue. But Chizuru is the most boring main love interest I've seen since Yukino. I have to force myself awake when I'm reading a Chizuru chapter. She is that boring of a character. And when the main love interest is this boring, and she takes up 70% of the screen time in the manga with that awfully written relationship, why even read it? It's terrible. But once again, I like this manga. I like Ruka, I like Sumi, I like the art, and at times, it can be funny. but I just cannot ignore all these issues this manga holds, and I can't with good conscience to say, read it weekly. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. This is just my opinion, and if you like Rent a Girlfriend, that's great, I love it too, but it has flaws, and flaws need to be pointed out. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.